Hi, I'm Woody, and welcome to another Woody's Tapestry. Well, today we're going to put some things together and come up with a little something, okay? Because we got a lot to talk about. And before I get into that, if you like these videos, then you like the video. But please leave a comment and subscribe to the channel and ring my bell, because every little bit do help. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And just as I promised, man, this week the topic is hot, man, sizzling. Okay, it's called sharing and caring. But before I get into that, let me share this with you. Something that an old friend told me one time when I was a youngster, and I'm always, was being told things. And he came up to me saying, he said, son, he said, because at the time I thought I knew everything, right? He said, son, no one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. I said, what? No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Okay. So some years later, I wrote this piece called Sharing and Caring. Originally, it was supposed to be a relationship between a man and a woman, but as you can tell, the world is different. It has changed. So, like with the pulse of America of today, America's pulse today is a little interesting. If it was blood pressure, they'd be running high. Okay? 7 mass shootings in 7 days and 8 people dead in Florida. Come on, America. We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. See, you can't weave a tapestry with threads of hatred and violence and then pass laws to try to correct what you put in there in the tapestry. Come on, America. 8 people, broad daylight. So some coward with this messed up view of the world given to him and shaped by some racist ideology and a set of rules we call law, thought he was justified for that. While rich, greedy white men sit up on their assets and at the same time look you in the eye real stern, and we suffer and say, just tighten up your belt. You can do it. Just tighten up your belt. Man, these people done proved over and over again, they don't give a damn about us. So when it comes to sharing, they want almost everything that you done worked for. And they don't care, and they won't share. Okay? They sit up there on the hill denying people like ourselves $1,400 while they spend trillions of dollars for more guns. And then some guy like the guy that walked into Walmart fully armed have all these guns on him in Walmart. For what? I mean, what's the point in that? And he had on body armor. And it's a good thing somebody saw it, him in the stall or whatever, however the story goes, and dialed 911. And the police came there and apprehended the fellow. I wonder what y'all think about snitching now. For y'all, those of y'all to be talking about snitches get stitches. See, that's some more junk they done injected into our culture and thinking in the black community. Man, if you see somebody doing something wrong and you don't stop them, it's only a matter of time before they come and do the same thing where you are. So the best thing for you to do is when you see them doing it over here, man, tell them. But here's another thing that was interesting. When they did actually apprehend that fella that did all the shooting and killing, the ladies, man, they bent over backwards trying to save that white boy's skin. They tried every theory in the world not to make this a crime of hate. But see, He has the complexion for protection and the protection for collection. I don't have that. I'm surprised they didn't take the young lad out and get him a Burger King Big Mac. And I know they two different people, but you know, when you're doing magic, you might as well do it all the way. But that's the American way. Hot dogs, apple pie, baseball, and racism. That's another one. When America, when will you learn that self-hate that you show and that you display all the time of people of color, all that is because you are actually projecting the hatred that you have for yourself for enslaving and creating second-class citizens. This self-hatred is part of your fabric. It's America's tapestry, and it's woven with hatred and greed. Now, when that whole incident went down and it was all over the media, did you notice about the 8 women? They didn't even mention anything about the families and what they were going through. Only one person I heard mention it, a guy that I listened to, Joe Madison, the Black Eagle. Man, thank God for brothers like that. But I just want to tell you this, man. Even though they didn't mention you guys, y'all are not forgotten, because everybody feels and everybody goes through hardship. So all you people that's out there that call yourself believers and you're true believers, let's send them some prayers, okay? Because I know those people are hurting. But America, we need to talk. And since we're talking about sharing and caring, I want to shift gears for a second. Somewhere during my travels, I picked up a little story, and this story is about 2 sisters that lived next door to each other almost all their lives, and for 15 of those years, for some reason, they stopped talking. Okay? Now here's what happened. The father, if you asked him why they did this, well, the story, that end of the story is a little blurry, but I do know some property was involved. Okay, and this is how this all came to be. The father decided that he was going to take this property, and he was going to split it in half and build a house on both sides, one for each of the daughters. Now, this guy was a master carpenter, so he went about his business and he went on and he built these houses. And he set the land up, split it in half, equal. Everybody got everything they supposed to get. Well, one of the sisters decided that she didn't like and care for the arrangement. She wanted a little bit more land. So during the course of a night, from time to time, she would sneak out and go out and move the stakes. Does this sound familiar? Because she was stealing land. See? But this should sound familiar, because that's the American way. And stealing is part of America's legacy. Y'all know that. Okay? So she started off by moving the stakes a little bit at a time. Well, unlike America, when they came into this situation, they took the whole thing. Well, okay, in case you've forgotten, here's a reminder. What happened to the natives of the people of this land, of the people when the Pilgrim got here? Where are those people today? The ones that we call Indians. There you go. Those people, where are they today? Now, remember, we're talking about sharing and caring. When the Pilgrims came over, the Indians shared their food, their way of life, and they cared for them. Let me get back to those 2 sisters, because you see where that's going. So these sisters didn't speak to each other for over 15 years. And keep in mind, they only lived a stone throw away from each other. Now, here's the tripped up part. Both of them died without sharing and caring in the blessing that their father had given them with the house, because of a misunderstanding. See if you can wrap your head around this, people. In the world, We are a human orchestra, and every individual have a part to play. But every individual is responsible for their own instrument staying in tune and playing their part. So if you out of tune and you come back with your instrument not properly tuned and we start to play, all we're going to make is noise, right? So in order to sound right, you gotta be right. It's as simple as that. And right now, America, we don't sound right. We sound out of tune. So when the videos come up, throw this in there right quick. When the videos come up on the screen, you can click on any one of them just to watch them. And don't forget, please still ring my bell. And until we meet the next time, remember, you're watching Woody's Tapping. And I just want to say, peace.